Judgment day for a man who killed the mother of his ex-girlfriend. The Chevy Chase murder went unsolved for more than 2 decades. Bob Barnard has more from Rockville tonight.
The sentencing guidelines called for between 10 and 18 years in prison for this second-degree murder plea deal. But Judge David Lease called the facts of this case so disturbing, Eugene Gligor will spend the next 22 years in prison. Arrested in June of last year for a murder he committed in 2001, Eugene Gligor today told a packed Montgomery County courtroom he has remorse and regret, is disappointed with himself for hiding it for so long. Montgomery County State's Attorney John McCarthy.
For 23 years, he stood silent. There is cruelty in that.
This was the scene of the crime back on May 2nd, 2001, the Chevy Chase home where Leslie Preer was beaten and strangled to death, murdered just inside the front door, her body dragged to the master bathroom shower upstairs, the family dog locked in the basement, Gligor leaving behind a bloody scene that he tried to clean up before fleeing to Oregon.
This was a vicious crime. The death in this case, this was a slow death with multiple instrumentalities. It was overkill.
The victim's daughter, Lauren, was at the courthouse today. She and Gligor dated for 5 years, were classmates at Bethesda Chevy Chase High School. Lauren today calling Gligor a monster, asked, "Why did you kill my mom?" Other relatives calling the trauma and pain of the murder everlasting.
Gligor could have still be talking and wouldn't have done anything for me. I thought his words were empty, impossible to believe.
Also lamented here today was the fact the victim's husband, Sandy, remained under a cloud of suspicion till the day he died 8 years ago, never having been cleared by police.
An innocent man lived the remainder of his life under the specter of having taken the life of his wife, and he did not.
Cold case detectives reopened the case 3 years ago, using genealogy DNA to tie droplets of blood left at the crime scene and evidence found under the victim's fingernails to a woman in Romania who happened to be one of Gligor's distant relatives. Investigators calling that a miracle. What remains a mystery is why Eugene Gligor committed murder that day. He says he'd been out the night before drinking and doing drugs and doesn't remember. And Judge Lee says making sense of the senseless is pointless. Guys?
Bob, thank you.